the top of the hour here on this Tuesday morning. Cold start again for us. Temperatures below freezing and a little bit of frost that you're going to have to deal with too on that windshield, so be aware of that. But improving conditions as we go through the afternoon. I'm going to show you the warm up here coming our way in just a little bit here. Traffic wise this morning, no big problems. A little bit of light fog, but again, visibility has not really been impacted too much. We'll keep an eye on that though, regardless, as we head through your Tuesday. Big story. This is going to be the end of the week. So we've got a partial lunar eclipse that's on the calendar. This is going to be coming in on Friday morning. And what that means is, yeah, the moon's going to do something really funky here. It's actually going to change kind of a reddish hue in the very early morning hours of Friday. We're talking about right about 4 o'clock in the morning. But what's even kind of a bigger deal is this is going to be the longest partial lunar eclipse in terms of how long this is going to take in about 580 years. Yeah, that's something you're not going to see again, more than likely. The total eclipse, by the way, is going to last some 6 hours, just a little bit more than 6 hours. So it is going to be a very long duration event. And the hope is we can keep some of the clouds out of here to see this actual event come Friday morning. So here's how it's going to work. You've got the penumbra, if you will, here. That's the diffuse outer part of the Earth's shadow. So that's how this eclipse works. You've got the Earth that's blocking the sun from going to the moon, and that's where you're going to see this shadow kind of develop itself here. Then you've got the umbra, or the deepest, darkest part of the Earth's shadow. And what's going to happen is the moon is going to pass through most of the umbra as we head through Friday morning. So the eclipse will start at about 12:02, just after midnight. By 1:18, there you see some of the moon here passing through that umbra, if you will, the darker shadow. By the time we hit the maximum eclipse about 3:02, nearly 97% of the moon will be in that darker shadow, and that's what's going to cast that red hue or that red glow onto the moon itself. You'll still see that about 4:45, and then the entire eclipse will wrap up by 7. But remember, the sun rises just a little bit after 6:30 now, so the prime viewing for this is going to be just a little bit after 3 o'clock. The million-dollar question, what are the clouds going to do? Because looking at future track here, taking into 1 o'clock in the morning, here come the clouds from the west, and it looks like there's a couple of breaks in those. So I really hope we can kind of push the arrival of this back by a couple of hours so we'll get some viewing, but certainly not looking too good if you look at the cloud cover here, even through 4 o'clock, just solid overcast. So we'll keep an eye on it. Again, it's far enough into the future where the timing on that could certainly change, but something to keep in the back of your mind for Friday morning. Here comes our next weather maker, by the way, already organizing in parts of the Dakotas here. That'll send a cold front through very late tonight, especially early tomorrow morning. Ahead of it, though, nice warm up for today. We'll get well into the 50s for this afternoon. Mix of some clouds and some sunshine. By tonight, yeah, here come the clouds and eventually some rain showers too after midnight as that front pushes through. We'll actually see the warmest temperatures right around midnight because that's when the front's knocking on our doorstep. They'll have readings in the upper 50s to near 60. Tomorrow we'll keep low 50s, but morning showers and gusty winds is going to make for a much cooler afternoon, and even cooler for Thursday, only upper 30s for highs. We'll manage to get back in the 40s and 50s by the weekend, but we'll turn sharply colder next week, which it looks like most of the week will be below normal temperature-wise, but at least it'll be quiet for all of that Thanksgiving travel here in the Midwest.